We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Ready?
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A nice little juke. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Raheem Mostert, 65 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darrell Taylor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Devin White, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Taking on the midfield logo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They hand it off to Mostert. 85 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They'll run with Mostert. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. It's starting to... He's got a man complete.
Oh, it don't matter.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. On second down now, Elam, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with it in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be out right at the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Let's go!
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the masterclass right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Waddle, 62 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Elam. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elam. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Jackson now. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of...
And that will be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And got his man, complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, Dobbins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Push him back. Push him back. 36, 36.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 54 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Let's get off the field. Mike 6. Mike 6. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Odafe Owe. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Odafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the run. Ford is the
Now it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Waddle, 61 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail. And my goodness, another interception. interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Three yards remain for second down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. The outcome of this one, well, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Owe able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to sling this deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Seahawks 76, Ravens 51.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. First down, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will great.